Welcome back to a new video. So this is my workout from Wednesday, and I'm actually all caught up on video editing. I'm not, 8 workouts behind like I tend to be when I get too busy. So I actually have gotten all caught up with editing, which is really good. But this was a really productive day. I was really surprised with how everything went, and did quite a good, if I could talk correctly, I did quite a bit of good work in the classics, the squats, and with some accessory work, which I'll talk about at the end. The first miss I had though in the snatches was with 110. I came back and made it a couple times, then went up to 115, and then I was able to do 120. Not the best reps, but to be able to hit it after the couple of heavy days and kind of it be a heavy Saturday day of training and to be able to do it, I was very happy and pleasantly surprised that it was moving like that and just able to stabilize in any sort of way. There was the first miss, and then I came back and made it, I think, 2 more times. This was one miss, or one make. And you see they're not the best. But, the snatches are starting to come back, and like the 120 is becoming more consistent. If you remember from the beginning of the 4 weeks, like I wasn't even hitting 120. So the fact that it's coming back is good. And then you'll see clean jerks went kind of crazy today, and I don't really understand why. But I got up to, I did 140, and the clean was fine, but I caught it kind of weird with my front rack, so it looked more difficult than it was. There's a 120, obviously not very easy, but I was able to do it. But the 140 looked more difficult than it actually was because I caught it with kind of a weird grip, so I had to readjust it a lot with the jerk, or at least like have a more exaggerated adjustment. But the jerk was pretty easy, and then 150, the jerk was really easy, and I was really surprised. The whole lift was, I had to double bounce, but that's something that actually kind of helps me out. And you see here, I went from 110 all the way to 140, so that might be part of it. But let's see here, the front rack, like I didn't bounce off my knees or anything, but I had to adjust there because I got pitched forward a little bit. But the jerk here, they were all popping really easy. It was really nice. I was able to feel like I was moving really aggressive with them and just have a good dip drive. 150, this was one I was like, I don't know if this is actually going to work. I don't know if it's actually going to go up, and didn't really hesitate much and just went right into the jerk. And as you see, it was pretty routine, pretty easy. Always a little bit forward, but that's just kind of something that happens with all my jerks. I kind of have to adjust it back. It's not really in those, when I've recorded from the front, it's never really a press out when you see it kind of balancing back. It's just slightly forward, so it's more the balance, like there, how I had to step forward. It's just more of an exaggeration. But the 155, I'm giggling after because it's like, it felt way too easy for a weight I haven't done in quite a while. And part of me was like, I definitely could have cleaned 160, but I don't think I would have had much of a chance of doing the jerk, just because the jerk with 155 felt pretty difficult. With the back squats, I was hoping to be able to work up to 220. That was kind of what I talked about, I think, 2 workouts ago when I did the triple to 200. But with the how heavy I went in the classics, I just didn't have the energy. I kind of knew after this 200 it wasn't going to happen. It just moved too slow, which, it's fine. I was able to hit 200 multiple times in a week. I loaded up 220, as you see here, but I just gave up because I was like, no. I waited way too long to actually attempt it. And I think that's a good little piece of advice. If you are hesitating too long for a big strength lift like a squat, it's okay just to stop doing it. You don't have to commit to doing it if you have it loaded, or if you walk it out, you're allowed to just not do it. And there was a 100% chance I was going to sit down and just roll off my back, and I just didn't want to go through that process. But generally extremely happy with that. After I completed this workout, I did some rear delt work, some external rotators, and some face pulls. And I've been really emphasizing more of the Mike Isertil, slower eccentrics. Not really his idea, but just something that I started to implement after listening to more of his videos. I've been really enjoying his content lately for just in general, but just using his advice for accessory work, and got my rear delts really sore, which is really nice because that's just a big part of your shoulders that stabilizes everything. So I'm going to continue to try to implement that, at least for the accessory work, and hopefully get more yacked and allow myself to lift some more heavy weights. But I think the clean jerks have been helped a lot by maybe a little bit with the power cleans, but I think a lot more so with the push presses and just generally getting my legs stronger. But hopefully it's a trend of things to continue, and that 155 will be more consistent, because then of course I'll be able to attempt heavier and heavier weights. But if it's just a one-off thing where I hit only once every couple months, obviously it's not a huge sign of progress, but of course it's always nice to hit heavy weights. But enough blank space at the end. That's it for this one. I'll talk to you all in the next video, and hope you have a great day. Peace.